Yeah, that's interesting. Now we're getting serious. That can be fun. Like, right, maybe not allowed to draw stuff like this. We can do not so this is like the usual one, the stuff that people enjoy, like the tail. I'll not draw the interior. No trees without leaves, no earth without furries. Yeah. Well, there are no furries on this canvas, so we can definitely make one. Yo, Zlaya Baka, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. All right, let me demonstrate the butt plug idea. So this is like a normal person butt plug with a tail, right? It's a right. I don't know how about normal person, but for a furry, right? And for an environment artist, you would have a leaf. How do you draw a leaf, by the way? Let's do a standard one, not a spiky one. All right, Petra, what's your choice? Maybe you can have like maybe you can go crazy and have like a bunch of them coming out. Maybe even a branch somewhere. All right, let's keep it child friendly. Public ID is not something I've. All right, on a scale of 1 to 10, how important is learning the skeletal system to draw well? Uh, it's 1. You basically don't need it. I just enjoy drawing it because it looks appealing. The rib cage, the spine, like just the shape language of it is very cool to me. So like yeah, I've told you guys. So I've met a furry girl recently, and from what it seems like, they're just normal people. Like the furry stuff, I don't know. Maybe they just claim themselves being furry. Uh, yeah. Thank you for the sub. For the follow, Muffin. Muffin. Maybe they claim uh, being furry and falsely, but perhaps they're just normal people and they just it's not a badge to put in yourself. What do you think they would be like, dude? Um, all right. To be honest, the person wore fedora hat, so that was already interesting. I don't know. Like, I guess fedora hat is a good attribute for you to expect. what did I expect? I don't know. I guess I guess they would not show any like signs immediately. I guess they would reveal themselves later. How does one become a furry, and how do I save my child from becoming one? No, it appears to be that it's not that dangerous after all. It seems like you can be a furry and be mistaken by a normal human being. What do you think? What could be more popular if furry exists in our world? K-pop with humans or with animal singers? Can you imagine the level of racism, like to what extent it would go if furry were real? That is the first thing that comes to mind. Like, just imagine the the inequalities and the what's the word for it? Um, like how they would treat each other differently. What's the word for it? Discrimination, yeah. Probably cat race would discriminate all other races or dog races. Hey, Dimes. I'm quite cute today, yeah, actually, good point. I mean, the giraffes would have probably been discriminated the most. Guess the weakest one would have been discriminated the most. What's the weakest furry species? Probably the less sexual attractive that means that they are the less powerful. You know, somewhat like in a Chainsaw Man universe where the more people fear the devil or like the devil's name, the more powerful it is. So like the Darkness Devil is one of the most powerfuls. And for furries, when cats cats uh, cats are the most sexually attractive, that means they hold the most power. But yeah, for furries, I expected for them to like actually preach how sexually attractive animals are. And it appears to be that they just, at least from what I've encountered, they just find them, visually appealing, which I do as well. So does that mean that I'm a furry, or is that they are not a furry enough? Not furry enough. Sounds like a hentai plotline. Ooh, maybe she can have a tail. Um, ain't the tail is like an extension of a spine for cats, like whatever other creatures as well. Oh, perhaps it can be a good exercise right now. All right. Oh, there will be probably like no bones peeking out of the sides for monkeys as well. And it the same mm, for cats too. What is this monk music? All right, let's just time to wake up finally. This music is too boring. Kind of like one song out of that playlist, and I assume the whole place would be fire. Hmm. Actually, like as many furry characters as I've drawn, the tail is something that gives me trouble all the time. Even though I would think that tail is like an easy way to bring some, interesting shapes into the picture and stuff, but it actually always difficult for some reason. I guess like it's a part of a character that you're not used to doing figure drawing with, or like doing gestures with. Gotta check in with the human skeleton again. Alright. Uh, so like actually the spine itself is like both of the portions there. It's not as circular. Uh, yeah, to go like this. Then can we have this thing rotating as well? Radical, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome, friend. Kraken PT, thank you for the follow. So happy to see new people coming in. That looks like some insect shit right now. Ooh, actually, that made me realize like insects are probably so cool to study as well. Like what's the name for them in English? The one with many legs, the disgusting ones. Hey Kraken, I'm doing quite cute. I'm enjoying myself. Can you believe that? Like waking up and wanting to go through your day? I heard of centipedes. Oh yeah, even dude, can you feel it? Like even the word centipede is like somewhat like somewhat unpleasant. You can like feel it. I think even if you don't know any English, like just the pronunciation centipede is just like ew. For me, insects are the mix of real life. Hmm. N- I don't know what you mean by it. All right. I mean, they're dude. Uh actually, like I've googled an image and yeah, those look quite quite delicious. Oh my god. Why even looking at them is just it's a, it's physically unpleasant. I have a big trunk across my wall. Dude, are you serious? Like I just googled a centipede and I just got physically uncomfortable with it. How do you have it across your wall? I'm just looking at one and I can't really tell where the head is and where the tail is really. It just goes both ways or what? I need to find the cool one. Oh, this one is slimy. This one's pretty cool. Yeah, I bet if I like if you put this up on YouTube or something, you'll get demonetized like instantly. This is like worse than physical abuse to me. Heavy big session with insects. Gonna get tarantula as a pet, dude. I mean, you do whatever, but being a furry is nothing compared to getting a tarantula as a pet. Unless you make it somewhat, you manage to make it somewhat sexual as well. Tarantulas for insect. Yeah, what if yeah, you can probably get it, the best of both worlds. It's furry and it's insect in the same time. Wait a sec. Wait a second. Sorry. I don't even know if I want to draw it. Yeah, let's actually forget about the centipede thing. Let's focus on the spine for now. It just I don't know. For some reason it reminded me of a centipede shape pattern. Although, like, looking at them, they're not as interesting as I kind of imagined them. I mean, they are interesting, but the human spine is just way more. I don't know, the shape is way more interesting. The shape pattern, I should say. And those guys are like uh, the spine on minimal settings. What do you think, Sunshines? Do you have any like favorite shape patterns for me to study? We can like study together and stuff. You know those videos like study with me for an hour, and there is just guys silently like reading a book. Yeah, how entertaining is that? Hey, Gio. Yeah, what do you think of that, friend? I'm catching up. Oh, be right back. 1 second. Yo, I'm back. Yeah, I will be let's listen to the where was it? My morning playlist before that. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Yeah, Gio, I'm actually after you. I'm after this appealing, entertaining way of sketching. I'm not even just, saying it jokingly. I'll be trying hard to achieve his level. I'll be attending figure drawing classes, like I'll be sketching outside, sketching inside, sketching all the sides out. What DPI? Uh, where is where can I find your work? Where are your social medias? How old are you as well? Let's go, Geo. Yeah, guys, can you actually recommend something like a spine, like or perhaps an insect of some sort, like an appealing shape pattern that you can find in nature, which is just like a spine would be a interesting thing to study. I also think calligraphy is something to pay attention to. Like this is probably an area of art that I can improve a lot by not doing much. A ladybug larvae into their northern armored Millipedes. All right, that would be a dangerous Google search, but let's go. Or ooh, ooh, those are cute. Oh my god, I'm can envision this thing eating my eyeball. Like this is a type of creature that can like devour you from inside. Oh my god. Yeah, but the shape is quite simple there. If you want to study textures of different materials, no, man. It's the shape pattern, like the one you find in the spine, for example. Spine is just the best example, so I use it all the time. It's like you can draw it from any angle. It would be a good studying material, and also like you can bring it into your designs in illustrative process as well, once you kind of understand all ins and outs of it. Oh, they eat leaves. Oh, so oh yeah, I've encountered those then. Not the armored ones, but I mean, I guess the normal civilians one. Right, what should be on the edge here? Perhaps a bunch of fur. She's a furry after all, right? Um, Perhaps not specifically spine shape, but just have an interesting shape pattern. Those the ones you recommended are just they're cool, but they're not as cool as like human anatomy. Caterpillars would be also close to the shape. Caterpillars. Let's see. Huh. Yeah, those have something interesting about them. Dude, those look like aliens, straight up. What? F11 with like tentacles coming out of it. Yeah, I know I'm asking for a lot, sorry. I was just, I just envisioned that perhaps there is one, which is like an absolutely unique thing. I guess maybe it's the skeleton structure that really just appeals to me. Perhaps like fish skeletons would be also fun for me to study. Actually, like talking about those, um, let's do piranha or like shark skeleton. I know that there are like millions of different sharks. Wow, wait, what? Is that a skeleton of a shark? Dude, that's cool AF though. It is somehow, it's pretty weird. Um, like look at this thing. What's the shape of those? Oh, what is that? What type of bone structure is that actually? Try to shove all the bones in me when I wake up. Yeah, those are like, but it's not the only picture where it looks like that. It really does look like it's bones are just piled up on top of each other. Perhaps that is what can be interesting about it. Meanwhile, all other spines are just very structural, very like carefully done. This one is just like crazy wild. I don't know how there is no 3D model for it though. Or perhaps there is, I just don't know where to find it. Well, yes, I've understood that I really like skeleton structures. So I guess this is like a thing to obsess about for now. I definitely think that like finding stuff that really inspires you and like that impresses you like that is very important. Like finding something, obsessing with something, and then incorporating into your art. It is it's like good to be influenced by stuff you like, even if people are not into it. Like people who watch my art, let's say, it'll be. It's not like I will be only drawing spines from now on. It'll be like they'll make their appearance in like my armor designs or stuff, or just influence my drawing skills. They'll definitely make my art more interesting, that's for sure. So perhaps on Shines it's something to think about, just like what really interests you in diving into the subject. I just like stuff that can look complicated from a distance. Yo, level 6 angel. Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome, friend. Also, speaking of angels, feather pattern can also be stuff like that. It can look very complicated from outside, but also be can be drawn very loosely. Drawing trees and it's painful. You know what to do, man. You know where to lean for support and for understanding. What if the problem with environment art is that you can't really do anything cute there? Like, how do you make a tree cute? It's possible. So you're saying that you can actually make a tree cute. Bet? On what? What should we bet on? And how would you prove it? I mean, I guess, if you really try. Seen some curious trees. And I up the top, I think you should look at Brachnimov. Right, that is a copy paste scenario. Ooh, what on earth is that? These are definitely closer to what I'm talking about. Dude, even like, it seems like from the picture, like even in their fly form and the worm form or whatever, they look both very interesting. I wonder if it's like poisonous or something. Dude, not Lowry again. Lowry leaf. It's still hard to. What is this copy pasta? Yeah, dude, those are sick as hell. Like I saved the Google search. I'll kind of come back to them later. See you, Petra. Have fun, man. Eat elderberries, which are poisonous. But I guess like things that don't really not predatory, they would be like only poisonous to defend themselves. I know that for sure. And also there is like fun fact about nature or like I don't know, creatures in general that one thing could be very poisonous and very like bright in colors to kind of warn predators for like to not attack it, and the others would be mimicking that but not being poisonous at the same time because it's like I don't know, like difficult on you or something. It's cool that you obsess over insects, dude. Really, like studying those and knowing more than people usually know about those. It's not even about the insects themselves. It's just having a hobby like that where you really like put effort into learning about those. It's always nice to see people kind of learning and educating themselves on stuff they like. Can you believe that there are people who are not really into anything, like actually anything? You ask them what they do, and they just, they do nothing basically in their life. I don't know, just party, drink alcohol, do drugs and stuff, and like they never even try to find interest in, like hidden things like that. They just exist. Yeah, they just go through their life, really. Hobbies are watching Netflix and going out, dude. Yes, I've met a couple of people like that recently. It is just, at first, like not for all of them, but for some of them, they make their life look from the outside like it's, the best time ever. Like they're partying, they're having the best time of their life, they're making out, and you like from your perspective of just sitting at home, it's like it kind of can be appealing at first, like that probably you're missing out on something that they're having. But on reality, it's like once you start talking to those guys and they can't really enjoy themselves without, drinking or doing drugs. And what's the point then? And by talking to a few of them, I really think that just sitting at home and reading about insects or drawing cat girls is just way more fun than, living that lifestyle. Maybe it's my mind trying to protect myself from feeling like I'm less than they are. Have you guys met people like that? Dude, drawing cat girls, it's like it's honestly fun. Although those ears are not even like cat ears or something. Uh, Cats. Let me get some appealing cat ears in. Oh, those are nice. Dude, it's probably a shame for a furry artist to forget how to draw cat ears, but oh well. I guess I'm not that furry after all. Yeah, in the cat girl comes first, and then it's the cat. It can be the other way around. But I guess back on the topic, like, where do you draw the line? Like, what differentiates you from those people? I think it's where you get your enjoyment. It's like it's supposed to be from. It's like cringy as it sounds like from within you. Like you're supposed to, I guess, make an effort to enjoy something other than like being given it or like achieving it with drugs or alcohol. See you, my dog. Have fun, friend. Have good luck with your furry drawings, dude. That's like the only. Those years are the only furry subject in the whole page. How do you claim them furry after that? Good luck with your furry drawings. Dude, what if I I don't type it in EOS chat? Good luck with your furry drawings. Hey Pavilion, Instaban. No, the self-portrait joke is Instaban. The self-portrait joke whenever he's drawing an old man. For some reason, that's like the usual. I need to work on the clothing a bit more. I think clothing is something that I really lack my knowledge in. But to be honest, clothing is probably like a lot like hair. That's what I've been noticing. No, not really. I mean, in terms of how to draw it, they're like you group the light area. Or perhaps it's like anything really. I don't know. I just find some similarities with hair, really. Hair has form, clothing wraps around the form, but that's kind of the same thing, though. From the perspective of drawing the thing, it's kind of similar. And also, like, hair is somewhat also wrapping around the form. It just doesn't go like out of nowhere. But compared to hair, I just mean the placements of shadow and like darkest shadow in like mm, in folds, like in like areas of darkest ambient occlusion. It's kind of the same as with hair as well. You have like those pockets where light um doesn't come at all. It's kind of the same as for hair, where you don't have these really inorganic forms. Like if you were to draw a naked body, or I guess like armpits and stuff, but those don't have really folds in them unless the person is extremely obese, which we don't draw. We only draw cute girls and cute boys. We only draw cute people. Volleyball girls? You mean like muscular, uh, really like muscular, well-defined, with well-defined muscle girls? I mean, those are cute. I find those very attractive, but unfortunately never had a chance of drawing them. Never really bothered. Not muscular. Mm. I think EO recommended doing, uh, drawing people doing sport, drawing athletes. Yeah. Hey, Vinny, do you guys think that this like sketching page will be worth posting on like Twitter and stuff? Helps how to nail the feeling of the emotion in the piece. Dude, I need to do that. I need to do that too. Yes, yes. Anything is worth posting. I don't think that anything is worth posting, but I think a sketch page like this would probably be fitting for my socials. I kind of would want to present it well as well, like to go around, maybe delete some unnecessary parts, unfinished drawings like this, perhaps. Or maybe I finish it instead of deleting. Like looking people sketching. Yeah, me too. Although I think it is a bit less of a sketching and more like complete drawings, really. No, no, I definitely use the reference for the skeleton. I have like a 3D model that I, sometimes alt tab and like rotate around. Perhaps I just delete the whole thing here. I don't like the angle as well. Yeah, I think having a 3D model that you're able to rotate is very helpful to understand the form. It's actually superior to having a image photo. Yeah, definitely should try it. I even noticed that while working on World of Warcraft commissions, I used to have a 3D model of an armor and like the character on a World of Warcraft like wiki World of Warcraft themed website. Like I was using it as a reference for the character itself, and it was very helpful. Now using it for the anatomy is very nice as well. As Sarah said, you mean like having it in real life? I don't know how helpful it actually it would be. I'm trying to do the sense of light here. Like the light is coming from here, so I try to erase the lines where the line would hit. So it kind of make more sense this way. I think this is what will make a drawing stand out, like as a drawing, having a sense of light in your line work really. Shadow cast by other objects, yeah, definitely. But it's also like you don't really, you know, it is not the type of thing that you'll just do a shadow. It's also like, mm, it's not as easy to do a shadow with only pencil. Like I really don't want to do like um, to block out any big shapes like that. I can. It might be appealing, but you'd have to calculate those as well. It is not as easy. Hatching, yeah, hatching is a good thing. Your sketch is better than lots of complete works, so thank you. Thank you, friend. I mean, that's the goal, to have sketching be appealing. I mean, it's the same for EO art. I like his sketches even more than his finished paintings. Although you wouldn't even call them those sketches. Those are like just drawings. Sketch can be even like a painterly looking sketch, which I actually also intend on doing. I don't know if here though. Like how fast will I paint a portrait? All right, let's actually try. And you have to come up with colors from your head as well. I think this will be like way more shape, trying to replicate shape approach, I assume. No, I did it manually. I was actually looking for it. There is no shortcut that would allow you to do so. I think what I have to be careful of is not to start doing lines here, since this is what I'm trying to stay away from. Like it's easy to like decrease the size of your brush and go into render your eyes and stuff, but that's like literally not the point of doing this thing. There is some weird color behavior here. See you, Gio. Have a good lunch. It's just taking quite a long time for me. Although I guess I'm just sketching. What's the problem? Dude, I like this. Don't like the shape of the head. It is like cartoonish for some reason. I'm not after that stuff. I've seen some interesting thing on the Pinterest today. Uh, like it had a black and white drawing with like white almost poking from the skin. It really kind of caught my interest. Perhaps I can do the same thing here. It felt like a good skin rendering approach. Dude, what's with the cartoon look? I guess it's the size of eyes. Hmm. All right, now I'm starting to like it a little bit more. I like this. Well, it's very desaturated light then. Or are we assuming that white is actually a saturated color? It should fit in my idea of desaturated shadow, saturated light. Although, dude, I just keep thinking that it's probably more than that. And I'm like oversimplifying because I don't understand the whole concept. By the way, Sunshines, have you seen the promotion in the stream description? It doesn't seem to work really. Ain't it appealing?